July 16th, 2020. I just posted this picture. It's been me. I've been finding my own way. It's time to tune out like the old days. I had a long morning. I woke up, I had to use the bathroom. I went through, Instagram, did my due diligence. Just scrolling through, you know. I felt like I wanted to post. I wanted to post something, right? And I'm like, I want to post something old, and I want to post something that I've done with my equipment, my photography. And I'm just thinking, like, who can I post? Like, who would I feel comfortable posting today? And it's like, I say that because it's like, it's it's so easy for backlash to come back at you when you post somebody you took photos of from back in the day, because you never know how you and that person are, or whatever the case may be. If you posting the wrong person, they blew up, and it look like you trying to get their clout. No, you just trying to post your old work. Or even, me being in a relationship, my girlfriend, it's easy for her to be able to say something to me or ask something of me because I posted that, like, why and nah, da 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 da. But luckily when I went on there, I discovered that picture. Actually, I'm gonna show y'all what I did. What I did was, I went on my Google Photos. I have a lot of pictures in Google Photos. I went to my library. My photos, not my library. I scrolled all the way down. And Google Photos is misleading because I actually had since '08 in that little dialogue that I typed. But this wasn't '08, and I know that because my little sister here, and my little sister wasn't born yet. But in my Google Photos, it's kind of cleaned up at the bottom. You see me. And like photos like this, I know it's famous. I took myself with my granddad's camera. But this one was like, what, 10 photos in? And no, not this one. I think I took this on the tripod, right? I had a feeling I took this myself, right? But this, I think it was this one I posted. Whatever. If you look, the post was taken on a Kodak EasyShare Z1012 IS digital camera at f-stop 2.8, which is lower than what I can probably get right now on the lens I'm using. So that's funny because that camera was literally trash to me, but it probably wasn't as bad as I thought it was. 1/30th, which it was overexposed. So if I would have changed it to like 1/60th, I probably would have got a better photo. Millimeter is millimeter is 5.85, which I don't really know what type of zoom that is. Like I'm used to 35s and 50s, and I don't know what that means. But iOS 200, which I looked at that and I was kind of happy. I'm like, I shot in 200. Oh yeah, like I didn't know I was shooting in 200, and that's preferable. But excuse me, what I did was I downloaded that picture, I put it in Lightroom, and I edited it, and I posted it. And you know, like, even not edited and posted, it looked like it was a good picture to me. But I'm about to go to that, well, I thought I was. Hate when I had to circle around. I got this picture twice in my phone, which means I must have took it. Oh no, I know what I did. I downloaded it, then I uploaded it in Lightroom, and then I downloaded it again. So, okay, I'm about to make some suggestions that didn't really happen. But yeah, in this picture, it looks pretty clear to me. it looks pretty clear. It looks like a good photo. You know, as far as clarity goes, I think I did a nice little job. Now when I look at it, I see the colors and stuff like that. I feel like the colors is a little off from that camera, just naturally from the camera. But I mean, it is what it is. Like basically, if I was to change the exposure just a tad bit, like my color would just like distort or look crazy out of nowhere. But I think I don't want to say that was a priced camera because I don't remember the price, but I remember looking up the price. And my granddad, you know, he bought that camera, but he didn't spend nothing crazy. Like my new camera cost $2,300, I think. I got the A7 III, and I'm buying it 3 years old, so I don't know what it cost when it first came out. Hopefully, it didn't cost $2,300 when it first came out, because then I would really be feeling stupid right now. But I don't need to look that up. The camera is purchased. I have it, and it is FE 3.5 through 5.6, which is the f-stop. So it don't go down to 2.8, which that picture was taken in, but it's a 28 through 70 millimeter optical lens, optical steady shot. So it's a standard lens. I want to buy a new lens, but not right now. So with that being said, even before I developed my skills, even before I upgraded my picture, I still feel like I was taking good pictures. And it's like, hey, I see the flaws in my pictures and I see where, you know, it could have been better. Yes, that is really irritating me. And y'all may not know this about me, or y'all probably should. I pop my pimples. I pop them. I get them gone. Especially the lip ones. That most irritating thing ever right on the. But instead, I put a little bit toothpaste, but I had to leave, so I took it off quick. I put a little bit of alcohol, but it was 70%. You know, I just rhyme, but don't worry about it. Anyways, it's still here. It's still here, and it's still irritating me. And I did that before, like didn't pop it, but like rubbed it a little bit, just to pop it, you know, off the fly, you know. I was just testing its strength, I guess. But my breath stinks. I just woke up. I'm ranting. Anyways, see what I gotta do. I see, Nate. You open my eyes. Okay. Anyways, yeah. I feel like I like the way I took pictures and stuff already back in the day, but I was just like lately I've been thinking about, you know, clout. I don't have all the terms, you know, lined up like I want, or I don't know how to express what I'm trying to say. But hopefully some of you brilliant minds out there can, you know, take what I'm saying in context instead of out of context. You know, but clout, just like envy is another word I use when I try to just explain it. Just stuff like that. You know, so basically me and my man's Turtle, we went to a poetry night, you know, in Detroit. One that I've actually been to before, and I enjoyed that night a lot. But it's like I came there with him, and my intentions was to perform, to get him to perform. I didn't really care as much to perform, but I was willing to perform to get him to perform. So I was thinking like more like dialogue, but he got a song out. His newest song out to this day is Just a Man. Unless he uploaded something that I ain't know about, which I doubt. But I wanted him to, you know, perform that, but he wasn't really in his performance spirits, I guess. So I was letting him like chill. I didn't go up and try to. We came late. I didn't go up and try to sign a list or whatever. But I seen somebody go up and sign a list towards the end. I'm like, this is probably a good time for me to do it, but I still didn't do it. I waited to the end, till I could talk to him and try to get him to, whatever. But then he was like, everything shut down, and it was like they shut it down, and I'm like, you gonna perform? Like I probably can, He like, no, I don't want to be that guy, whatever. So I still went up to the guy anyway. Karan is his name. Teflon, I think, is another alias he go by. But I went up to him and I was like, you mind if he performed? Like, is it like the way I worded it was kind of crazy. Like I should have, prepared a little better. I walked up to him and I was like, would it be crazy if I tried to get him to perform or something? Like just hearing myself, I'm kind of feeling like, dog. Ugh. But basically, he got what I was asking. I was asking could he perform. He was like, no, actually, I'm trying to get everybody out or whatever the case may be. Blase blase. I've been trying to use that. I've been using that since yesterday. But yeah, he basically said no. It wasn't in a harsh way. He gave us handshakes, high fives afterwards, and we were on our way. So we got denied to perform, and then that was in Detroit. So I knew that, he asked me, was I coming tomorrow? And I'm like, probably not. In all reality, I could have stayed and came tomorrow, but I didn't know that at the time. And that didn't happen. We ended up driving back to North Carolina. So it's like, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to see him perform the next day. So that was kind of like, but I mean, it was what it was. And when you look back on it, it's like, I've seen him perform before. Obviously I'm going to get benefits of seeing him perform, but it's like at the same time, you mainly want to see the performance. You want to, like, I really wanted to see the reaction of the people, and I wanted to kind of fit in with it. And when it comes down to it, I'm ready to just put up my blinders and just, shut that out. Because in all reality, dang, I probably need to keep it closed, overexposed. It's funny, I like the blinds is closed, but it still got that good enough light coming and spiking my face. But yeah, it's like I want to see him perform, but it's mainly for other people. I want them to see how good he is and this and that and third. But it's like at the end of the day, man, they either gonna see it or they ain't. Man, like, I feel like I got a little lost in the sauce of getting caught up in the thought of letting people dissect my stuff and hoping for a result. I feel like Noah for a second. No cap. I feel like that was just his type of poetry, free speech, like flow. But anyways, just like being in the atmosphere where I feel like I'm validated based off a result, or just I don't want to be looking to feel good. I don't want it to feel like a drug. Results to feel like a drug. I don't want to, expect likes on a picture, expect comments, expect people to want to work with me. Like at the end of the day, you either want to work with me or not. Like all that. You doing me a favor? Cut it. Like even like, D-Lo is my man's and I value him a lot. But even like, if it's just me and him, just he's only working with me to show me love because I'm his man's. Like, I get it. We gonna do that for each other regardless because of who we are. But it's like, even if it's that situation, nah. Look, I'm either the one you want to work with or I ain't. And all that yin yang, nah. I don't know. It's like it's not even coming out the way I want it to completely. But what I'm trying to say is, this little chair. What I'm trying to say is, I don't, man, like, you can have it. You can have it. I don't know, man. I never really beg for clientele, but it's like at the same time, I can find my own way. You know, like I don't need to. I don't need to, you know, do anything for results. The results of other people. You know, I find joy in myself. I do things out of the love of the things that I get from myself. So it's like, I don't know, I'm just like, I'm kind of in a space where it's just like a lot of things coming together and balling up and just, you know, being one, but so different, separate, minuscule molecules, so different. But when you bring it together as one, it's just one thing, and it's all coming together. And it's kind of just like, whoo, let me stop. Nah, but, I just had to vent a little bit, you know. I caught myself on 629, you know. That's the time. Dropped it on the dime. But, basically, I don't know, I had to vent, I had to think. I think I'm about to, like, fall back off of social media again. And it's not because I'm on it the wrong way. I haven't been. I've been good ever since my first, not say first, because I done took a couple breaks. My last break from Instagram, I've been good. I know how to get on there and look, you know, or even YouTube, because I look at YouTube the same way. Just look on the social media, get what I need out of it, and still maintain my life and the things that I need to do. But I feel good. I am saying it, ain't I? I don't need to no more. We're gonna fix that. But enough about that. Right now I'm sitting in my new apartment. Me and my girl's new apartment. Me and my girl's new apartment. As if I gotta show y'all. I live and I learn. Instead of messing up, I acknowledge that I almost messed up, or I was about to do something I ain't need to do. I just fix it. I ain't got to do too much. You know, just say my speech. And I might get it in the future. I might not. Shoot, it might even go over my head. But this is the living room of our new apartment. That's my work desk as usual. That's the bedroom. Should I show y'all the bathroom? I ain't living like $1,000,000. But if I had to choose between this and Estes Park apartment, it wouldn't be too tough. Yeah, I just told y'all the name of my last spot. Oh, is that a bad thing? Yes, the light did not cut on. You know, I turned that on and yeah. So, bathroom. Picture that I hung up. She was rushing me. I got it up there and it was up there nice, but it fell back down. I don't feel like doing that right now. Dang, I'll fix it. Shoot. Work on your intelligence. I know you're far from intelligent. Okay, so I haven't cooked the breakfast since I've been here. I've probably been here about 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Side note. Anyways. I'm gonna change the subject with a coincidence that happened yesterday. So yesterday, I was driving, blah 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 blah, and two drunks, you know, the drunk picked up the drunk, slammed him on his head. Well, maybe not his head, but slammed him. He probably hit his head. Dropped him. He laid out cold. The other guy, he limping, his leg hurt. You know, he about to hit the ground. Well, he on the ground. I'm like, you dropped him, but you on the ground yourself. So I mean, what did you really do? But anyways, yeah, he picked him up high and dropped him. I didn't expect that because he was drunk. After I drive off, today I'm listening. That day it was yesterday. I was listening to music, and I was listening to 42 Doug, and he was like my leg hurt, but he dropped or something along those lines, and it was funny because it related to that moment. I just used that as a way to clear my mind and stop thinking on what I was thinking about. Let me slide away and reframe. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's been 20 minutes. It's been real. It's been live. We moved to a new apartment. We're together. We're, you know, I'm just ready. I'm just ready to move. I'm ready to do what I gotta do. I mean, like I said, I've been ready. I almost said since '08, you know, with that post. I don't know if it's been since '08, but you know, like, basically if I was to, I guess they ain't want me saying if I was to die today, but I said it anyway. You know, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, I fear a lot of things. And death may be one of them. But speaking about death would not be. Speaking about death would not be a fear. It won't be. Like, I feel like in so many ways, it's like tradition to think that it's negative to speak about death because you may be causing it upon yourself, or you may be jinxing yourself. And it's like, y'all don't say that about all this other bull crap y'all be speaking about. Come on now, y'all speak about loose lip about all types of things y'all probably shouldn't be saying, but when it comes to death, y'all shaking in y'all boots. I'm straight. I'm not following that trend. I'm not trying to be on that bandwagon. It's funny because I was on Snapchat and trying to fix my thought, see if it's, you know, acceptable to talk. Yes, it's acceptable to talk about Nate. Go as you please. Some Nick Cannon thing going on. It's like Kevin Hart thing. It's funny because I thought Kevin Hart before I seen the book. I do that a lot. See things and it's like, but maybe I've subconsciously seen it. I don't know. I don't even. Anyways, basically Nick Cannon said something. Blah blah blah. He got fired. Blah 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 blah. It's not here for about gossip. It's just the thought of, you know, you say the wrong thing, whatever. I don't know much about that situation. I don't know what he said. I didn't understand what he said. I more so looked into the story because of the words they used and me trying to dissect the words and see why it was bad. Kind of feel because I, you know, kind of didn't care enough, which is, looking back at it, I'm glad I didn't dive too much into it, because as I kept clicking, I realized I was in a baited trap of gossip, and I was just clicking on gossip. And when I got through looking at the gossip, I was, you know, thinking, why do I care? Like, why does this help me? Why does it help my, you know, goal, my thought? What? It doesn't, you know, like, knowing this about this, that to a certain extent is, and, you know, like, it's not it's so much valuable information in the world, but all of it is not valuable to you, and you gotta understand that. You gotta be able to dissect which things you want to know and what things you have to know and what things you can let go. Because no, don't sit here and tell me, you know, why there's 158 shades of white, or why that's not correct. I don't care. Leave me alone. I'm going to use the shade of white that I'm can't think. Anyways, I'm really ranting. you know. But I guess I deserve it. Uh, we'll say that I'm broke, but ooh, I'm gonna start doing that. That's my applause. I didn't have to explain it. I'm not gonna explain it. D-Lo, you better give me. No, he's not even with me. He's not even watching this video. Drop the heart quickly. No? Alright, anyways. Oh, I just realized I left my phone over here. Tried to escape. I didn't bring my phone with me. Do I need it? See, I was gonna throw it, but I realized for the video cred, I wouldn't care. And I was really gonna throw it that way. That it was funny. I probably would have hit the couch, but I feel like I would have aimed farther over towards the desk. And considering that I'm sitting in a chair that's supposed to be over there, what would I have? Oh, yeah, I would have had chances. Pray on the case. Pray on the case. You've been praying on my downfall. Is that really the case? In case you, wow, that's beautiful. Anyways, it's not for you. It's not for you. I'm doing the things that I do for me a lot of times. It's individually. It's the things that I gain or the things that I want to give. It's not what I think you need. It's me giving for me. I might get something out of giving, but it's not because I feel like, this is what you want or this is what you need. It's what I'm willing to give that makes me feel like me. I don't know. Not really the flow. But yeah, cheerio.